Okay, all right. Hello, everyone. My name is Sarah Grimm, and I'm one of the coaches in this group. You'll notice that there are a lot of coaches in this group. Well, maybe not a lot, but there's a couple of coaches in this group, and we've just found that it's easier if we all work together. It's better for motivation and accountability, and there's more people to answer questions, and so we just would prefer to work together. We're all part of like a bigger team, so it just works a lot better when there's more of us. But we're really excited that you have decided to join us for these 21 days. We are ready to change our lives. We are ready to have a lifestyle change. We're not here to just lose weight for the summer and then at the end of the 21 days just be like, all right, I look good in my bathing suit for Memorial Day. I can move on and do what I want to do now and go back to those bad habits. This is a lifestyle change. And after these 21 days, you'll want to do another 21 days and then another 21 days. And it'll just keep going on and on and on. And you'll just continue to do this and continue to do this. And it's great. And it works. And I'm proof that the product works. And so I'm just going to tell you a little bit about myself because I don't really know anyone in this group. I only know a few people and I don't even really know you that well. It's just people that I've known since, for a while now. But so I am from Virginia. I'm from Northern Virginia, and I was really active my whole life until about my senior year of high school, and then I stopped playing sports and just started bad habits and driving and eating out, and then I went to college and gained the freshman 15 and then the sophomore. Hi, Julie.
Hi, guys. How are you?
Good. And then gained the freshman 15 and then the sophomore 16, and then I just kept gaining and gaining weight, and then I finally about a year ago decided just to take control of my life. I'm a teacher, and so I was just tired of being exhausted all the time and had terrible eating habits, and my kids were noticing it, and it was just really bad. And so I got engaged as well, and so I was like, oh, gotta get ready for my wedding. And so I decided to do 21 Day Fix Extreme, and the first time I did it, I lost about 15 pounds, and I was wearing clothes that I didn't have any clothes. I had to go buy brand new clothes because I hadn't been that small since I couldn't remember. And then I did another round of 21 Day Fix Extreme, and I lost 15 pounds, and I had been dropped 30 pounds, and I was just loving life, and I could not imagine doing anything else. And I really think that the only reason I lost all that weight as quickly as I did was because of my challenge group. I would have been lost without the women in my group. I was so dependent on the daily challenge and the motivation and the prizes and everything because it was worth it to me. And I had spent all this money on all of this stuff, and I wanted to make sure I got all of my money's worth out of these products. And you will if you stick with us. And so that's just a little bit about me. And I'm a teacher, and so I'm crazy busy all the time. And I know there's a ton of moms in this groups and wives and fiancés and just, we put everyone else before us. Ooh, I hear some noise now. But we put everyone else first before us. And so for these 21 days, we are going to put ourselves first. We're going to do everything for ourselves. We're still going to, do what we have to do for our families and, for your jobs and for everything that you have on your daily lives. But you really need to put this first and put this in your mind first and be part of the challenge group because that's what I did, and it was really successful. And I've, in a year, I've lost 60 pounds. And so if you can stick with us and stay as loyal as you can, you will lose weight, and even if you're not here to lose weight and you're here to tone up and just, be healthy. You will be healthy because my doctor has said that my health has gone through the roof. And I know Ren is like a true testament that this stuff totally helps your health with her pregnancies. So just put yourself first and do this because we're here to be better people, because we're here to be healthier. If you want to lose weight, you're here to be skinnier. You're here to just be a better person, better mom, better parent, better friend. And these programs and us as coaches and you guys as challengers together, we all will help each other go through these 21 days and get ready for summer and get ready to kick off this new lifestyle and get those bad habits behind. I mean, I've been doing this for a year, but I've had some bad habits recently, and I'm ready to kick them away and get ready to start. So the first thing that we need to talk about is off day. Sorry, I have like a list here of things that I need to talk about. Well, first, let me just do a little bit of motivation. So during the group, don't ever be ashamed of any question that you have for us or for anyone. Just ask it in the group, no matter what it has to do with. If Shakeology is making you feel funny or making your body do things that it doesn't do usually, post it and ask us, because someone may have felt the same way and know exactly what to do, and you'll feel great afterwards, and so it'll just be a lot easier. And that's why there's so many of us in the group, so that we can all answer questions for you. But don't be ashamed of anything. Don't be ashamed to share your pictures. Don't be ashamed of your questions. Be comfortable, because that's what this is all about, becoming comfortable, being comfortable in your own skin, being healthy in your own skin. But you can post all of your questions in the group. You can share as much as you want in the group, but doing all that, you still have to do the work. You have to do your workout. You have to do your meal prep. You have to eat the meal prep that you did instead of going out and buying different food. But you have to do the work, because we can share recipes with you. We can share our Shakeology with you, pictures with you, and motivate you as much as we can. But we're not going to be the ones who make you work out unless you live near us, and for whatever reason we can come to your house and make you work out somehow. But I don't think I'm in Virginia, so I don't know. I know some friends in Alabama, so I don't think that's going to work out. So just make sure that you commit to this, because this is for you. All right, so there's people in here doing 21-day fix. I know I'm going to be doing 22-minute hardcore, and I work out twice a day because I'm crazy, and I'm going to do Insanity sometimes in the afternoons. But I know people's doing 21-day fix, 21-day fix extreme, size, Master's Hammer and Chisel maybe. I'm not sure, but we have a bunch of different groups, but the best part about them is most of them all use the same meal plan, which is Portion Fix, that comes with 21-day fix that Bruce came up with, and it has all of our great little containers. And so I'm going to talk about little containers and the book, and I can't find my 21-day fix book. I think my neighbor has it, but I have my 21-day fix extreme book, so that's okay. So for the containers, if you don't have your package yet, that's okay. As soon as it gets here, you'll have the containers, but you'll be able to actually access the meal plan and the videos online. If you have a pen, write this down, or you could like in your browser really quick. It's beachbodyondemand.com, I think, and then, or if you log into your Team Beachbody.com account, it's up on the top left. It says Beachbody on Demand. That's how I get to it. But you go to, it'll have your program, and you can see all of the meal plan guide and all of the workouts and everything. And there's even like things sometimes like for you to print out so you can track stuff. Like for Insanity, there's like the printable calendar that you can do. So, it might be good so you don't have to like write in your book if you want to keep it for a while. I wrote in mine. Mine's like all crazy written in, but that's okay. So you have access to that, and then once your containers get here, you can go ahead and get started. But some of the things in the meal plan book already have the serving amount on them, like eggs is like 2 eggs or something, 4 egg whites or like 1 serving. So you could already kind of start knowing what you're going to have to do for some things. So you'll have your containers, and so everybody will have different amounts of containers. Well, there's like the different calorie brackets that you can fall into, and for 21-day fix extreme there's 6 of them. So whichever calorie bracket that you fall into, I'm just going to mute my computer because someone messaged me. All right. And you take your weight that you have now of your weight, and then you multiply it by 11. And then for 21-day fix, you add 400. For 21-day fix extreme, it says to add 450. And then I don't know what it is for 22-minute hardcore, and I don't know what it is for the rest of them. But it's all different, and it's all in the book. And then you subtract 750 points or 750, just, I don't know why I said points, numbers, if you want to lose weight. If you're not looking to lose weight, don't subtract that 750 points, because then you will be eating way too less calories for what your body really needs. So that will be your bracket that you fall into, and that's your bracket. Don't go up because you're working out. You think you need to eat more because you're really hungry during the day sometimes and you're new to this. Don't eat less because you think you need to lose weight really quickly. Stay in your bracket. You're in your bracket for a reason. That's why you're there, because of where you're at now, and you need all of those calories with these workouts and with the amount of fat you'll be burning and the amount of calories that you'll be burning through your workouts. So it's really important that you make sure that you're eating your containers, all of them, in your bracket, and eat all of your containers. And I know it can be really hard. I sometimes have a really hard time eating all of my containers throughout the day, but it's really important that you eat all of the containers, because this whole system is about portion control. And if you're not eating all of the portions, then you're not controlling your portions. You're eating too little, and that can really not lead to good things in your body at all. So it's really important that you eat all of your containers, stay in your bracket, and biggest thing of all, don't cheat for these first 21. If this is your first round of 21-day fix, try your best not to cheat. We did say that you would be able to cheat maybe a little bit. There are cheat options, but do not cheat, because you're only cheating yourself. We at our training that we went to, some of us went to this weekend, they talked about these are systems, and these programs were created for a reason, and they worked a certain way for a reason. And if you want those results that those pictures show, and that if you've seen any of my pictures show, I stuck to this plan. I did not vary at all during any of my plans, because that's why they have them, because that's why they work. So try your best to stick to them. I know it's going to be hard. I mean, tomorrow's my birthday, so I'm already like, oh yeah, I'm going to go out to dinner. So whoops, I can't do anything about that. And if I do go out to eat, I'll definitely eat something but I won't eat a lot. I'll eat a good portion, but that's different. Anyways, but so just don't cheat, because you're only cheating yourself. You spend a lot of money on this, and if you want to have those great results, don't eat other things. Eat your calories, eat all that you need. So our containers, or first, if you're doing your calorie count still, if you're pregnant, I don't know if anyone's pregnant. If you're pregnant and add 250 calories to your calorie bracket. And then if you're breastfeeding, add 500 calories, so that you supplement for the extra food that you need for your baby. And you want to make sure that you're fueling your baby. Otherwise, other bad things can happen. So definitely make sure you add those calories to it. So the containers, just a quick breakdown. Green container is your vegetables, which is really easy, because a lot of vegetables that you're going to be able to eat are green. So you can fill it to the top, and then you can either close it with the lid if you want to measure it. I just use my hand and cover it up. And in your book on the green list, actually I heard Ren say this in our last kickoff call, and she crossed the food she knows doesn't already on the list, which I thought was really cool. So I went and I did that in my 22-minute hardcore book actually after that. But cross off the food that you're not going to eat. I don't eat tomatoes, so I crossed tomatoes off my list, because I'm never going to eat tomatoes. But then I looked at the food that I've never had before, and on this one I can see winter squash. I've never had winter squash, so maybe I'll try winter squash. But those are the vegetables that you can eat. A lot of them are vegetables that you've probably had: broccoli, Brussels sprouts, asparagus. I mean, and there's all your vegetables in the day. It's very important to eat all your vegetables, of course. Purple is fruit, and this is a container that everybody loves because it's nice and sweet usually, but again, just fill it up. But like I said earlier, some of the things, like a banana, is half a banana is a serving, so you don't need to split it up and put it in here unless you want to cut it up, but half a banana. But everything else, if it fits in here, your hand goes on top of it, that's what you can have for fruit. For fruit, I definitely recommend trying to get all of your fruit in before 1 o'clock. It's best for your body for you to get as much sugar in as possible earlier in the day so that your body can process the glucose and it doesn't store it as fat and it burns it off. So I try to get all of my fruit in before 1 o'clock. But if you can't for whatever reason, or if you really need that little sweetness at the, later in the day, I would definitely do it before you have dinner or way before you go to bed, because you don't want to go to bed having sugar, because then it will turn into stored fat. So definitely try to eat these earlier in the day and enjoy them, because I love my fruit ones. They're my favorite. And then the red container is your proteins. So most people just say meats, but my little sister's a vegan and she's done 21-day fix before, and she used lots of tofu. So you can put tofu in these too. But so all of your proteins, your meat, and this is also your Shakeology. So 1 scoop of Shakeology, or if you have the packets, 1 packet of Shakeology. And if you're mixing things into your Shakeology, those count as extra containers. So if you put a half a banana in your Shakeology, that's, a purple container, or I put spinach, and so that's one of my green containers, because I try to get vegetables in the morning that way. So if you add something to your Shakeology, you need to make sure you add those containers, because that's not included in this, but your Shakeology counts as this. I definitely use my Shakeology every day in the morning, get a little bit of extra protein in during the day, and I add vegetables to it, so I get extra vegetables in during the day. But I love the protein ones too, because I love meat. But and then another loved container, the yellow container, carbs. So for carbs, you can, of course, there's the half of a bagel, bread, you can use tortillas, rice, oatmeal in here, but I have started to eat sweet potatoes, which I never had sweet potatoes before, and I love sweet potatoes now. Mashed sweet potatoes are so good. A little bit of cinnamon in them, really good. And then quinoa. I never had quinoa before, but quinoa is really good as well. It's kind of like rice, I guess. Comparable, not really, but it's really good. And then beans, corn, because corn isn't actually a vegetable, it's starch. And then I'm looking at mine and it says amaranth, but I don't even know what that is. So if you know what that is, you could have that. And it says that you can have the bread and like half a bagel or the tortilla, but I still try to stay away from those processed foods like as much as possible, because it's best to try and eat as clean, going and eating white bread or going to Subway or something. But in the end, you definitely want to try and fuel your body as best and clean as possible. So I try to stay away from those things. But if you definitely want them, I would. I mean, I still use blue container, which is your healthy fats or your dairies, as my fiance calls this one, even though you can have nuts in it too, but he doesn't eat them, so he just calls it his dairy container. And you can have avocado in here too. So this is your fats. I love avocado, so I always am using this one. And hummus, I eat hummus all the time, so hummus. And then coconut milk. So if you use coconut milk to cook, or I don't know if that would count if it's in your shake. Autumn says not to count almond milk, so I don't know if that would count for like coconut milk or cashew milk. Ren, I don't know if you know that, or if any of the other coaches know that. But
say that again. It's that I know you don't count.
I can't hear you. Sorry.
Oh.
What did you say?
It's the unsweetened almond milk. Like I use the unsweetened but still vanilla almond milk.
That's what I use too.
Shakeology.
Yeah.
And then what was the question about the other ones?
I know that some other people use like cashew milk or coconut milk in their Shakeology because they don't like almond milk. So it says coconut milk in my book for blue container. So I don't know if it would count as a blue container, but if it's in your Shakeology, I don't know about.
I remember seeing a video from Autumn, and she, from what I remember, she's not a fan of coconut milk, so I think you would still count it.
Okay. I don't like coconut milk, so I'm not sure.
The other kinds of milk you can still only use as like your yellow cheats those 3 times a week. But I'm trying to find that in here.
Yeah. I'm not sure.
Go on, and I'll holler at the end once I'm
okay. Thank you. And also your cheese. So I love cheese, so you can definitely put cheese in here too. And then there are your orange containers, which are your seeds in your dressings. And I guess they give you 2, so you could keep salad dressing in one of them all the time. Or if you had, I guess if you put salad dressing in one and they got, because most of the salad dressings are vinegar based and oil based, so it got like greasy. One of mine is actually kind of greasy now that I'm touching it. So, but pumpkin seeds, I love sunflower seeds. I put them on my salads, and so sometimes I put sunflower seeds in this, and I'll just throw them on my salad, or just, you know, sit there and eat them while I'm watching Netflix. But the 21-Day Fix book and the Fix Extreme book have salad dressing recipes, and I actually noticed that some of the books, they all have different recipes. So if somebody shares one recipe that you may not have, you may get a new salad dressing recipe if you're getting kind of tired of those ones. So those are all the containers, and then there is the gray teaspoon or tablespoon, which is the 21-Day Fix Extreme book says teaspoon, so I think it's a teaspoon, which is your oils and nut butters. So when you're cooking with your vegetable oil and your coconut oil, or it says flaxseed oil on here too. I don't use that though. And then your nut butter, I am huge on peanut butter and almond butter. So if you love peanut butter, you should definitely try almond butter. It's really good if you've never had it before. But those count as your gray teaspoons, and those, even like, that's when you put it in your Shakeology as well, if you put peanut butter in it. I put peanut butter in my chocolate one all the time, so that's where those ones come in. And then in all of the books, they also have like a free foods list too. So this one's the free foods list. So there are free things that you can have, like water, obviously, and then mustard, and then spices and stuff like that, and hot sauce too. So there are free things that you can have that don't count as containers to make your food taste better. Did you find an answer, Julie?
I did. Real quick, any other milks, they're on your replacement food groups, so that 3 days a week when you can replace one of your yellows with a treat. I personally would much rather save it for 2 cookies or the popcorn or something like real eat treat and a drink treat. Like cow's milk, soy milk, whether it's unsweetened or sweetened, almond milk, whether you're just drinking it sweetened or unsweetened, coconut water, coconut milk, fruit, rice milk, wine. That all counts as a yellow container for one of your swaps. So again, that's like, it's 3 weeks of your life. If you can stick to water, tea, coffee, or if you like
I drink Pellegrino, it's like bubbly water.
Yeah, like a glass of wine over a glass of milk.
Something different.
Personally, but it's all on what you like.
Definitely. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you on that, definitely. And yeah, so you can have tea, you can have coffee. Those would count as your containers and stuff, so make sure that you don't add a bunch of stuff into it that you can't. And then I forgot earlier just to say this, the green and the purple container are the same size, so if you need to measure something and one of them's dirty or whatever, for whatever reason, you can grab the other one. I have like 3 sets of containers, so mine never really get dirty. So, but if you only have 1 set of containers, it's good to go. So I think that's it. So when some people I've seen like put their food in these containers and like they carry their food in these containers only. I just measure my food in these containers when I cook all my food on Sundays, and so I cook all my food and I measure them with these, and then I put them in either Tupperware containers or I use a lot of Ziploc baggies, and then I heard that they had colored Ziploc baggies to match our containers pretty like perfectly at Target, but at my Target they didn't have them, so I was pretty disappointed. But I'm gonna go to Walmart and go look at Walmart because I think they're at Walmart. So you can maybe try and find color coded bags if that helps you too. So you could just like grab and go. But so in the back of your book, in all of the books, there are different recipes. I said there was the dressing ones, but there's also different food recipes for different things for you to try for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And I think there's a few snack ones. And then there's also, let me grab mine, it's right here. Oh no, where is it? Autumn Calabrese wrote a cookbook called Fixate. This is one I have that's just in a package that I'm saving for something special, so I can't find mine right now, but she wrote a cookbook called Fixate, and it has a bunch of different recipes in it that use the 21 Day Fix Extreme or the 21 Day Fix containers, so you definitely should check it out if you want to. Like I said, I have a copy of it and I love it. I've tried most of the recipes in it, and like the pasta sauce in there is so good. That's the pasta sauce I make now. It's so yummy. And then like they have a recipe for protein waffles, and you can make chicken and waffles, and we made those and they were really good too. So I definitely recommend checking it out. If not, on Pinterest, if you Pinterest 21 Day Fix recipes, it's just crazy the amount of things that people have made. So there's tons of options out there for you to try. And so you should definitely check it out. As far as tracking your containers, there is an app you can get on your phone called My 21 Day Fix Tracker or something like that. I don't personally use it. I'm more of a paper person. And Ren posted in the group, I'm pretty sure, the picture versions of the calorie brackets. I know there's one with the circles that is portioned out, and that's the one that I use because I like to color. So it makes me feel like I'm in elementary school again. So I use that one. But there's a ton you can, if you don't like the ones that are on the group, there's plenty that you can make or find on the internet, but those ones are just really useful. And I definitely recommend having something like that because you have to track this. Because if you're not tracking what you're eating, you're not going to know what you've already had to eat. I mean, you can try and remember, but I know that by the time I get home from work, I'm not even trying to remember what happened during my day. So I'm just trying to keep going with my day. So sometimes you forget or you just don't remember, or if you have that visual reminder too, you might probably are not going to cheat because you'll be like, oh no, I can't have that other purple container today. I already had all my purple containers. Man. Or I can't have that little scoop of peanut butter before bed. I'm just going to have to drink some more water and just go to sleep. And if you're hungry or if you're at the going to bed and you're like, I need something, just drink water and go to bed. That's like my thing, is I just drink a bunch of water and then I just go to sleep. And it's hard to do that. And trust me, I know. And there have been nights where I've been like, I just need something now. But it's best if you just look at your counters and you're like, okay, I can't have anything. I'm good. And drink some water and just move on. And you can always put people put cucumber in the water. I don't like cucumber, but I like to put mint in my water and lemon. So you can always do stuff like that to kind of mix it up and make it taste better. And then you can also add like extracts into your Shakeology, and those do not count as any type of container. So as long as there's no sugar or anything in them, you're good to go. So you can add, I use hazelnut extract in my cafe latte Shakeology because it tastes like a hazelnut latte from Starbucks. So it's really good. So the cheats that you can have, because there are cheats that you can have. I don't recommend them. I'm going to do my best not to cheat at all during this 21 days. That's my goal, is during the month of April to be really good. But those are all in your yellow container, which is also for your milk and all, for your unsweet almond milk for your Shakeology. But these are for your cheats, and you can have one with wine. I think you can do chocolate chips. the size book, I feel like, had the best cheats when I was looking through all of the different books. I thought that one had the best ideas for cheats, but maybe that's just because Shaun T is who he is. I don't know, but he must have just been like, I need something good to eat, but that was okay because that one had some really good cheats in it. So if you can get on and look at that book, I definitely, or if you win the size, get that book too, probably. So extra recipes, definitely. But try your best not to cheat. And even if you do want to cheat, try to wait as long as you can until the last day. Or if it's the last week, and then you'll be kicking yourself in the butt. You'll be like, no, I'm not going to cheat. It's the last week. I can do this. And that's what I just tell myself. I'm like, no, it's 21 days. I mean, if people can go overseas and fight, or if people can live in South America and not have shoes, I can not eat chocolate for 21 days. So you can do this. And it's just, try your best. That's all you can do is just try your best. And everyone has a lot going on. I know I have a ton going on in my life, but this is a huge part of your life, is being healthy. So, don't know if I think I've hit everything. There is going to be kind of a challenge where we are going to be tracking points so that you can win a cool prize at the end of this. Whoever has the most points will win at the end of the month. So, and how that will work is each day we will post kind of a challenge or just something for you to do, kind of like a check-in. And don't worry, it's not going to be anything crazy. Like, we're not going to ask you to go up to random strangers and talk to them and be like, yeah, I like to work out, or anything like that. It's going to be stuff that you just do at your house and post on Facebook. So it's not a big deal. So you'll get points each day for that, and we will track that. And at the end of the 21 days, we will announce who wins, So participate, because it's all about participation. And like I said before, the more you participate in the group, the better your results will be. Because my first round, I definitely participated in my group every once in a while. It was my first year being a teacher, so I was it was SOL time too, so I was which is our standardized test at the end of the school year, so it was a little crazy. But I still checked in with my group daily. But then the second time I did it, I was in my group all the time because it was summer. I didn't have anything to do, and I was on it all the time. I was like, yeah, I'm going to go work out, and oh, look at this great recipe I found, and let's share it with everyone. So it's definitely good to be in the group and participate, and then if you get all the points, you get a cool prize at the end. So that's always fun. I love to get free stuff. I got this for free, and I'm already rocking it, or washed it, or yesterday, or today. So I love free stuff. You gotta rock your free stuff. But so what you have to do now is you have to promise to us and promise to yourself that after today, you're not going to weigh yourself anymore. You need to weigh yourself today just so you have your starting weight. And you need to take your before pictures. You don't need to share them with anyone. If you don't want to share them with anyone, take them on your phone, send them to yourself in your email, or put them on your computer, put them in a file. Don't share it with anyone if you don't want to share it with anyone. I know I didn't share my original photos with anyone until later. But I definitely recommend taking those before pictures. One of my friends who did a challenge group once, she didn't take her before pictures just because she was embarrassed, and she doesn't have them now, and she's really bummed because she looks amazing now, and she's like, oh, I wish I could, I had that picture I had from before, because she has pictures from her before, but not one where she took in her sports bra and her shorts. So to get a pair, wear shorts and a sports bra. I take mine in a bathing suit. If you have a bathing suit, you should definitely wear a bathing suit, but shorts and a sports bra work, but take the picture and then weigh yourself and then hide the scale. I put mine under my bed, and I put it under this box that I have. So hide your scale and do not weigh yourself for these next 21 days, because the scale is going to lie to you. It will tell you that you are gaining weight, but you are gaining muscle and losing fat. So you are getting smaller. You just you look smaller, the numbers don't look smaller. They look the same, or they look bigger, and you're like, what the heck? What is this? But muscle weighs more than fat, so I definitely recommend not weighing yourself. You need to promise us that you're not going to weigh yourself. That's what this is all about. So please do not weigh yourself. It's very important. Because you'll see so much difference in yourself, just in your body and the way your clothes fit anyways. So don't worry about the numbers on the scale, because those are a lie. But yeah, I don't think that there is anything else I need to hit on. We are going to do a drawing for one of the challengers to win a copy of Size, which is Shaun T's dance program. So I know Ren has those names, but I don't know I think that's all I have to say. I don't know if anyone in here has any questions or anything that they would like to ask.
Yeah, if anyone has any questions, let's open it up for questions, and then I got the names in here. Is this Chewbacca?
Is that Chewbacca? I was like, I think that's Chewbacca. This girl was in my grad.
Star Wars. It's my husband's. It was on his nightstand, so I just grabbed it.
Funny story, girl in my grad school class has a Chewbacca lunchbox that's like Harry and everything. Yeah, in my graduate class. It's hilarious. I think it's so funny. Oh, hello. Your children are all over this call.
I know. There's one more that I can help in.
It's okay. They're so cute.
Okay, anybody have any questions? Sarah, we're totally matching. I don't know if you can see because my light's off, but I got the extreme one.
Hey, yeah. Wait, this one's the extreme one too.
Oh, is it? Yeah, we are totally matching then.
Yeah. We're twins. Yay.
Woo-hoo.
Okay.
I got mine free too as a prize from Beachbody last year.
It was great. I have a size shirt that I got for free too. I'm all about free stuff. Sorry, guys. Like, you give me a contest for free things, I'm all about it.
Okay, if nobody has any questions, then we'll do this drawing. If anyone gets any or thinks of anything, post it in the group. Like Sarah said, seriously, anything. Nothing is a dumb question, so don't feel stupid. Just ask away. That's
and if you are embarrassed to ask, oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
If you are embarrassed to ask questions, definitely, like, you can message anyone. Like, you can message any of us, but ask anything in the group. No one's gonna judge you. It's just it's whatever. So.
Okay, well, here we go. Why do I always do this? I like doing this, but I hate doing this. Being the drawer. Okay, here we go. Who's gonna get it? This is gonna be for size. So if I draw your name, message your coach your address that you want it mailed to, and we will get that mailed to you. Okay, let's see. The winner, Morgan Norman. That's my girl, Morgan. She's not on the call because she has a newborn that she's feeding at the moment, so I'll get with her. But congrats, Morgan. Woohoo! Slade said, hoo-hoo! Okay, Sarah, do you have anything else to say?
No, I'm good. I don't think so.
Okay. Well, guys, we start tomorrow, so be ready. Be pumped. Wake up excited. If you are one that doesn't like working out, like, I don't really love it. It's not something that I wake up saying, I need to work out right now. If you're like me, set your clothes out on your nightstand so they're right there. Put a bottle of water there. If you drink pre-workout, have it ready. Your alarm goes off, it's there. Heck, sleep in your workout clothes if you need to. I've done that plenty. Whatever you need to do. If you're working out in the morning, do it that way. Just make it a priority. If you're not doing it first thing in the morning, or even if you are, write it down in your calendar. Like, pencil it in as something to do. Write it down. Hold yourself accountable. Okay, anyways, I won't preach because Sarah did fantastic on this call. So thank you, Sarah. Great job. We're going to rock this challenge. We're going to start it tomorrow. And our previous challenge just ended today. And they're all showing us how much they lost. And It's really exciting. It's my favorite part. So y'all will be there in 21 days. Woohoo! But that's all we have. So if you have any questions, let us know. If not, we will see you tomorrow because you're going to check in. First thing in the morning, the post will be there about what to do for your day's assignment. So check in, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.